Well, it seems that you guys liked last video. So 5 days ago, when I'm recording this, it'll be 6 days ago when I post this. But a while back, I made the first video of this series, and I was wondering if people would actually like this. If people actually enjoyed learning about explaining some of my old lore, because I thought it was silly, goofy, hee hee ha ha. And as you might know, I'm working on sort of like a show thing, but that's gonna take years and years to create. But when I eventually do, you know, I'll have all that done. But I had old lore and all that, so I'm gonna talk about that a bit. So last time I ended off with them making Nightcat and Daylight Cat making an alliance, which is pretty cool. That was an interesting turning point in the story. And after that, things got a little messy. This is what I'm going to say. So the rest of these videos, I'm going to make like a few more parts after this, and then I'll make a whole new series talking about every single character individually. But let's start off with right after they made the alliance, they started talking again. They started realizing that they're actually pretty cool people, and just because they got in an argument once doesn't mean that they should just hate each other now. Because of that one time, that whole war thing that was caused by them was kind of a little bit of an over-exaggeration. If you don't understand anything I'm saying, please watch the first video on this, bro. If you don't, you would understand nothing. Like, there's a few things I have played out, for this, but right after that, it was a totally normal time, and something fishy was quite normal. All of them were normal. They were all just chilling. They were all friends, both of them with their whole parties and all that. Worked up and teamed together, but eventually some of them became sort of forgotten. For example, Daylight Cat wasn't used as much. He is now. Like, I'm making more sort of edit things, and I'm going to use Daylight Cat a lot in its own different form in the show, because he's a big character. But Daylight Cat was forgotten for a while, and so was a few other characters, so they were brought to this strange void realm where the forgotten lads go, the people who have kind of been forgotten and aren't in existence at the moment because no one remembers them. It's kind of a crazy thing. I don't know why I came up with, my cat's kind of ruined this. Freya, can you not? Okay, I know. Bright microphone, cool, but can you not right now? Sorry for that. She's up here. It's fine, but no, don't do any. Don't. Do not click Alt F4. But yeah, so it was quite normal. But eventually, people started going into this strange dimension. Freya, can you not do that right now? I would be appreciative of it, but you're told to be here. But yeah, sorry for the technical difficulty. Let's get back into it. So let's be honest. So this whole thing, they were all getting trapped in this strange place that was not explained, where you oh, hey guys, it's me. And then they're, where it's like they don't know anything, and they were just stuck in a sort of realm thing where, there was nothing to really do, and they don't remember anything, but they're just stuck in a place, and no one else in the world remembers them except them, because they could sort of remember themselves, but not anything else. It was kind of a strange thing. And then, the other people started to see the disappearances of everybody else and decided to start, going, hey, what is going on right now? And, as this whole thing was going on, they eventually stumbled upon a strange person that looks like a distorted, creepy, dumb, strange, ugly creature that looked like a combination of everything combined, and kind of was trying to control everything at once. It's confusing, I know. I wish I could explain it better, but I really can't, and I don't know why. I just can't. But it was he came over, he started taking things over slowly, trying to start up a whole new conflict. Now there's some dumb things going on in the lore many of times, but this one was pretty dumb. So basically what they did is they all had to be okay, so this guy, he's trapping our friends, they don't remember us, what do we do? So we started to try to find a way to team up and all go together to start like, oh, the old Noah Hee before he's changed everything about him and he was started to be sort of an animation YouTuber with his animations. Before that, he used to have like an Among Us profile thing, and since that was forgotten, that was one of the characters that was just stuck, lost in time. And then, that was around like right after he decided to, we all thought that he was gonna quit for like a week or two because he said he would, and like we were all like, oh, well, now he's a character in the lore still, but he's just a little forgotten. So we just had him do that, and he was chill with that. He eventually got into a new thing. He eventually got his YouTube channel a lot better. Let's be honest. Peak Noah Hee is now, honestly. Like, old Noah Hee was not the greatest. He's still a cool YouTuber, but most of it was just Pokemon Go. Now there's, like, a whole bunch of live streams, and he started animating and all that. So, that's why he was there. I'm pretty sure the Clips channel. No, what did I just do? So I just did something, a bit of an oopsies. Actually, it was Freya's fault, but it brought me into some sort of strange menu I've never seen on my computer. That was like, oh, do you want to restart your computer? Do you want to go to Task Manager? It's kind of like a whole bunch of system things, which is strange because I've never seen that happen. But yeah, I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties and sidetracks in this episode. It's not high quality, but Okay, Freya, there you go. That's better. I fixed the issue. Freya's now in my hands, or not. Okay, she left. But yeah. So, all of them were in there. They're all trapped. By the way, I might make a revival of the Clips channel. It's been dead for like 3 months, but I think I might actually return to it because it's been a while, and I'm like, yeah, I think it's about time. Because it's, it's a cool channel, it was, but I lost the login details to it, so I'd have to start a new one. All links to that channel are gone. I still sort of monitor it occasionally, but it basically does not exist, so that's why it's forgotten. It's been forgotten for forever, honestly. I only posted on it a few times, and I never really did. It was, like, worse than any of my other channels. Like, I'd never posted on it at all. Like, I posted, like, a few videos on it, so that's why I might revive it. And then, all of them are trapped. We gotta fix the whole issue. So what we did was, So what we tried to do, at least, was we tried to, we got them out. We got them out of the whole trap thing. After a while, okay, fine. So there was like this battle going on for a long time where it was like we slowly had to wear him out. We had to get him a little weaker so that he could open a portal to the dimension where they were trapped, far, far away from here. Since he had a way to get to it from his own mind. He had some sort of magic thing. I don't really know. I don't really remember. This was old stuff. I still don't understand what I was trying to do. But, still, that was how we got out. We beat him in battle and all that. But, yeah, that's about what I got to say for that. And then after that whole thing happened, where we got him out of there, then, for a long time I started to just not do lore as much. But then I returned to it for a while, and there was some fun stuff, and the lore gets a lot more detailed now. So, for example, right after that happened, we all started to settle down and just to be chill for a while. There was some dumb edits with all of us where, y'all still believe in gravity and stuff like that. There were some fun things that we did that are just, filler things for a while, but eventually, I think, guess what happened? Yeah, something, I don't really actually know, but, Freya kind of did a oopsies, so, yeah, back into the whole thing. I think back in, I think it was, April is when we got into the whole thing again. Back in April, we started doing this again. It was kind of chill, pretty cool, a lot less thing, but then I started, drawing more and animating a little bit. I'm still not the greatest at animating, but I'm working on an animation channel. More news on that later. But, I may have to make a video on that. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about that whole thing and how the show, the animations, the whole album thing I was talking about. I could talk about that if you want, but So there's like, I started drawing a lot, and then I created a few other Maxon characters. They never had any channels or anything linked to them, but I think one of them was called Distorted or something Maxon. Yeah, I'm gonna look. It's called Unstable Maxon, and it was kind of like a gas form Maxon that tried to control everything. I don't really know why, but he tried to, get rid of us slowly and discreetly, as if like, not like making us disappear, but just slowly getting rid of us and making it so that we're not really there. We weren't exactly alive, but we weren't dead at the time either. It was confusing, I know, but like basically he tried to destroy the whole thing, but without doing anything at the same time. He tried to, he was so unstable that like anything he did could cause something horrible to happen without him even knowing. He had bad intentions, so he decided to start trying to imprison everybody and just make them suddenly just dissolve. Eventually we got out of this whole thing. It stopped. We figured out a way to like exist with this whole thing, we found like a whole new era of weird, strange characters after that, where like things didn't make as much sense, as the whole place was kind of distorted and different at the time. The whole Maxon universe thing was kind of weird at the time. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. I still don't even understand what I was thinking at the time. I just came up with characters, made videos and stuff about them, and just like created lore. For example, so the Unstable Maxon, at the time the only way that the other Maxons and Nightcat and all that were able to communicate was through the subtitles and stuff like that. So there was hidden secrets talking about like how we've been stuck for a while and we're in a strange paranoia place. I don't really know. Like, some of the videos had certain subtitles, or for example, in one of my newer shorts, I don't make shorts anymore on this channel, so one of my newest shorts was about which one's better, and then it showed him, because at the time he was like controlling the channel as if he was the one in charge, And it said, and it had subtitles at the bottom saying that he is, help us, we have been stuck here for a long time. Stuff like that, help us please, or something like that, when we were trying to call to like get us out of this whole mess thing. And eventually we got out of that, and then after that happened, there was a strange Maxon thing that occurred that kind of looked different and difficult to understand at the same time. Like, he didn't make any sense, but at the same time he did. He was just there. He just existed suddenly. And like, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't good either. He was just there for a long time. And that's kind of what we knew about him. We didn't really think too much to talk about it. If I make another channel, who knows, I might use him more or something, or like I could use him on my shorts channel or something. But he is a character that exists and is just there just to chill. I don't really know, honestly. I'm not even good at my own lore at times, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, like sometimes my lore is kind of confusing even for me. But yeah, there were subtitles, there was new characters that got distorted and strange by that whole thing. And that's about all I have to say. The rest of the videos are mostly about certain characters and all that, but there's some other stuff too. And the rest of this series is mostly gonna, I think next episode's gonna be the last episode for this. I'm sorry for no more gameplay. This is just a little more serious of a talk. The rest of the series will probably be, just one more episode talking about just the final closing things of the lore, and then I'll start getting into deep diving into every character for a series, which I think that'll be pretty fun. If you think that's a cool idea, just let me know. That's about all I have to say today. So on one side is my commentary channel, and a sort of new channel I have had for a while called Max and Yaps. I've only made 2 videos on it, but I'm working on another video for it now, and the other 2 are some videos. All right, bye.